senses you what you are searching on the net or internet, and it tries to market or places those ads when you will be interested in. Now, for example, you are watching for any movie review, so we'll get ads for some movies because this Google ad senses what you're doing on that, and based on that, it show you those ads. So this is the emergence of contextual advertisements, and one is gender neutral ads that I have witnessed of late.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So, final question is for Sanjay sir. So, sir, we have recently seen India became fifth largest economy, surpassing UK. So, sir, what are your views on this?
In terms of numbers, obviously these are interesting times. I was reading somewhere some 8 point something in the last quarter. What is important is the per capita income and the reflection or impact it has in our life in each of the countries. There are a few things what one is to see. What you really mean by GDP or whatever kind of things are, is the kind of, in the real terms, the value of goods and services which is produced in a particular time period, which is in a particular year. That's fine. What it means to the people who are in this country, when we have around 1.4 billion, if I'm not wrong, that's the number of people in India today. And the US and UK could be, I think, 6-7 crores. I think 68 point something. I saw somewhere a number. 7 crores, 7 kind of things. Now, if you really see that what it means, that translates into in real life, people. What are the indexes? What people talk about is the poverty in terms of the health, in terms of education, a few other things. One is to see that in absolute terms, numbers are great, but what can it do truly to the life of people in a country? So we need to really see those aspects, and not necessarily in terms of the big number, and we are getting there. So for that, India is doing reasonably fine. Now, are you still there? No. If I remember correctly, I read vaguely some more of time that per capita of India would be some $5,000-6,000, if I'm not wrong, something of the kind, broadly. And I think they are some $40,000 in UK. So the quality of life, disposable income, the amount of money, what they have, each of them have, is truly a reflection of how well are we doing as a country. But in terms of total numbers, it's good, nice to talk about, but we need to really do well in other parameters which truly is a reflection of what we are, and how well is it making a change or making a positive change or impact in our life. So those numbers are great. I read somewhere, I'm not prepared for these, but I think I read somewhere in 2029 or something like that, if India grows at a 9% or something, it's going to get into some 5 trillion. Good numbers. But impact of each of those must have an impact in each of our lives. So we need to read those aspects also, and that's a better way to see how are you doing as a country, and not necessarily just a country. That's my point.
Thank you so much, sir. So can we have a great round of applause for So let's move on to the round two. Anusha, please take over.
Okay, so moving on to the next round. Who among the audience wants to ask questions?
Just tell your name.
Good evening, sir. My name is Neeraj. Good evening, sir. My name is Neeraj Agnihotri. I am from semester 1, section A. So my question is to Professor Soumitra, sir. Sir, so what kind of strategy do you approach or you use to approach new companies so that they can come to a college institute for recruitment workers?
What we do,
question. That's what I think all through the day and night.
You also?
Yeah. In the last few years, not that we didn't piss it down. The last few years we have been doing well, not that we didn't do before. Last 3, 4, 5 years, I think 3, 4 years, we have been doing 98, 99, 100% and all that, but prior to that also we did well. What I speak to my team, that it's good, we are doing well in terms of numbers, we are growing, in terms of CTC, we are growing. But we say, can we do something, take a few challenges within us? Like, can we look at better companies, better well-known companies, emerging companies, emerging areas? I also tell something which is very personal. I said, in case these kids are your son or daughters, what will you do? That's a true measure of what should we do. Everything what we do is necessarily not in black and white, and everything not necessarily is a rational thing. If you are to get things done, you need to touch the team, on you all together must touch their emotional part of it. So that's something we do. We reach out to many companies who are there and try to influence and say our kids are good. Come and see us. And I'm quite sure they'll not regret. Good relationships, professional relationships, so that they trust us. And largely they come. Sometimes they don't because they have smaller requirements. So we do all those 3, 4 small things, very simple things, very easy things, but try doing them well and try to see that it's not in thoughts, but how do you execute them and get things done. Simple things in life, try to do them fine, with a lot of passion, with a lot of dedication and belief. Small little things.
Okay. So before taking the next question, let me remind you that we would be at the end of this event, we would be declaring best question of the evening by each one of you. So please keep an eye on the day. Thank you so much. Next question would be, okay.
Hello sir, good evening. So myself Harsh Babay from semester 1 section C. So I have a question for Sirish sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you share some of your proudest professional achievements? Proudest professional achievements.
I think one of the proudest professional achievements that I can say was in 2008 when I was in a company, and our company received the best quality award in Asia. I was working in a company called as Otis ISRC, and I was part of the management team. We had 9 people in the team, and each one was heading a business unit, business function or a vertical. And all of us together went to the stage for receiving the award from none other than Anand Mahindra. And it was a very proud moment. Our picture was there on Economic Times front page. I think there is no other joy, as in a professional life, that was the best thing that can happen. We all went together, and our director was such a great leader that he asked all of us to be there on stage. So it was such a beauty. Everybody worked for it almost for 4 or 5 years, and that's how we got that award in the services sector.
Thank you.
Good evening, sirs. My name is Sakshi Shirar and I'm from semester 3 section A. I would like to ask a question to Arun sir. So sir, the IIMs use case study approach for the curriculum. So do you think that we should also follow the same approach?
See, we have already implemented that approach at one point of time, even in IBS, where it was 100% case.